Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. Today we are reviewing Those Who Wish Me Dead, starring John Bernthal and Angelina Jolie amongst a few others. I am going to have to discuss some spoilers here. Some decisions in this movie are just so bizarre, they need to be talked about, so if you do really want to see this movie, step away now, come back later. So with that in mind, let's dive straight into it. Those Who Wish Me Dead is a movie based off of a book that I haven't read, I must admit, so I don't really know how accurate it is to the source material. But it tells the story of Angelina Jolie's character, Hannah, who is a forest firefighter, who is a bit of a lone wolf, and through bizarre events, she finds herself protecting a young boy from a group of hitmen. This film is pretty damn poor, to be brutally honest with you. Straight out the gates, I just had next to no idea what was going on. I don't know if I missed something. I was watching the screen, I was listening, but plot had clearly happened and didn't involve me because I did not know what was going on for a solid portion of this movie. It just seemed to sort of happen in your presence. It didn't really care if you knew what was going on. Everyone is an arsehole. Absolutely everyone is an arsehole. The characters are beyond dislikable. They are not even a stereotype of a caveman. They are beyond that. They are exaggerated cavemen, like, oh, I love to shit in the woods, and oh, I love fucking tits, and it's just like, Jesus Christ, is this really our group of protagonists for the next hour and a half? You couldn't have given them a pinch of personality, a pinch of likeability. Is this what all firefighters are supposed to be like? Just complete fucking arseholes that you wouldn't spend 5 minutes with? It feels like a pretty crap portrayal of people who save others' lives. And somewhere in amongst all of this choppy storytelling, we randomly jump to this father and son dynamic where the dad has found some information on something, and I'm not even just saying it like that to be vague, I'm saying that because that's how the film tells it to you. He's found something he shouldn't have, and now some hitmen are trying to kill him. The kid gets away and runs into Angelina Jolie, who is having a completely different story going on with this whole forest fire thing. Two completely different movies just seem to crash into each other here for no reason. The writing for the dad is atrocious. He actually comes across as the emotionally unstable person in the relationship between the father and the son. They're having a back and forth argument in the car, and the son is the one making the correct decisions on the points, and, you know, is actually coming up with the logical things, whereas the father is doing the shouting and the screaming and the, I want this and we need to do this, and it's just so weird. It's a weird choice, and it just stupidly funny. And just to keep that humour rolling, because this film is clearly meant to be a comedy, this is by far my favourite scene of any movie in 2021. This was something else. This was special. This made my eyes widen when I saw it. It was magical. So Angelina Jolie has a few beers with her mates in the bar. They're all still being arseholes. Suddenly one of them grabs the other mates and they're like, she's doing it, she's doing it. And we're like, okay, I don't know what's going on here, but it's going to be interesting, I guess. They all shoot out of the bar, and what she's doing it translates to be is Angelina Jolie is drinking beer in the back of a truck that then shoots off at 90, 100 mile an hour, I assume. She decides then to release a parachute and fly the fuck backwards. You see, most films decide to do character development in these moments, or deliver a plot, develop an environment, a story, a landscape, something that will invest the audience. No, they went out of their way to make Angelina Jolie parachute off the back of a truck while downing a Stella Artois. I admire you. You're an idiot, but I thoroughly admire you. That scene is the definition of hold my beer. The plot just refuses to explain itself. She's a firefighter, which is fine, but it seems completely irrelevant to absolutely everything else in the movie. The two hitmen, I just called them Baelish and Beast. They're basically like a homage to the Sticky Bandits from Home Alone. It's incredible how much trouble they just naturally walk themselves into. If they didn't get killed off like by one of the good guys, their everyday lives would have killed them. They are that stupid. They have no understanding of physics, people, logic, anything at all. They are that level of criminal. They are super bad hitmen, but completely inept to absolutely everything that makes you question how the fuck they even got the job in the first place. They're hunting down a child and they're making a meal of it. Ooh, I won't sleep tonight. And for a very brief moment, and again, I don't know why he's in it. I don't remember him coming up again or ever being explained as to why his presence is there. But for literally less than a minute, Tyler Perry appears in this movie. And for a moment I thought, well, that does explain some of the shit that I've seen, but if anything, it actually adds to the shit, because like I say, what was his purpose? What character did he play? Why was he in this? Was it necessary? If we cut that scene, would any of the movie have changed? No, not at all. I can give you some positives. It is short. I know that doesn't really sound like a positive, but at least it's a bad movie that doesn't torture you with a 2.5-hour runtime. And there's definitely nice locations used, especially in the forest. Really nice shots, very nice cinematography. I can't fault you there. That was genuinely very nicely done. I think the acting is okay. I think everyone is trying, but they just have nothing to work with. The script is terrible. It really has some atrocious dialogue. It doesn't allow the actors to give themselves that much character. A lot of it is just exposition. There's some nice moments with Angelina Jolie and the kid. They sing songs when they're walking and they sort of tell each other jokes, and that's quite nice and naturally developed. But no one really shines. No one's going to walk away with this with a nomination or have a whole new lease of life in the acting world. They're just very okay. The final showdown is pathetic. I'd almost sooner they pulled off like the typical Rambo shit where she smothers herself in mud and all that hiding in the forest stuff. I'd have sooner that cliche than this pathetic sort of slappy in the forest that we got. That was nothing. It's even made worse by the fact that these sticky bandits, Baelish and Beast, are just thick as shit. Like, they do things and you're just like, what are you doing? Right at the very end, there is a big forest fire. John Bernthal and his wife are in the tower. They're stuck and the fire is just surrounding them. And by the end, the fire's been put out and has burnt absolutely everything to a crisp except for the tower that they're in. I'm guessing they must have had a plot protective force field around them. I'm going to give Those Who Wish Me Dead a 3 out of 10. Thanks for watching this review. If you could leave a like, comment and subscribe. Let me know what you thought of the movie, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.